How to increase GFR naturally. If you've been searching for answers, you're not alone. According to the National Kidney Foundation, more than 37 million Americans are living with chronic kidney disease, and many of them are watching their GFR drop year after year. I'll leave the link below so you can look at the data yourself. And here's the part almost no one talks about. Many people are doing everything right. They cut back on salt. They drink more water. They switch to whole grains. Yet their kidney numbers keep slipping. Their filtration rate stays low. Their energy drops. And nothing seems to change. So what's going on? They avoid red meat. They limit sugar. They choose low-sodium foods. They even watch every sip of coffee or tea. These are good habits, but for so many people, they don't move the needle. And maybe that sounds familiar. Maybe you've been doing all the right things and still not seeing improvement. Because there's a twist. One quiet factor keeps slipping through the cracks. A factor that shows up in your morning routine, your hydration pattern, your blood pressure rhythm, even the way your kidneys interpret stress signals. And most people overlook it completely. Here's what I mean. Your kidneys are not just filters. They're readers. They read the first message your body sends each day. They respond within minutes. If that message is off, the rest of the day becomes an uphill battle for your filtration system. And here's the part that worries me. If that first message triggers inflammation or spikes metabolic waste, no amount of clean eating later can completely offset the pressure it puts on your kidneys. That tiny morning mistake can silently push your GFR lower over months and years without you realizing it. So, today I want to cut through the noise. No recycled tips. No generic advice. I want to show you what actually works, what the science supports, and what thousands of older adults have used to protect their filtration rate without relying on supplements or miracle products. Let's start with the foundation. Before we talk about habits or drinks or foods, we need to understand one thing clearly. What GFR really means and why it drops. That's where everything begins. Before we go any deeper, we need to make sure we are on the same page about what GFR actually is. I like to explain it in the simplest, most practical way possible because once you understand this number, the rest of the steps start to make sense. GFR stands for glomerular filtration rate. It measures how much blood your kidneys can filter every minute. Think of your kidneys like a coffee filter. Their job is to keep the waste, the grounds out of your bloodstream while letting the clean fluid pass through. A higher GFR means your kidneys are keeping up with the job. A lower GFR means the filter is slowing down. According to the National Kidney Foundation, a normal GFR for young adults ranges from about 90 to 120 milliliters per minute. I will leave the source link in the comments so you can check the chart yourself. But here is where it gets interesting. GFR naturally changes with age. In your 40s and 50s, that range gently shifts down to around 85 to 105. And once we hit our 60s, a GFR between 75 and 90 is considered normal. After age 40, we lose about 1 point of GFR each year. That is not kidney failure. That is simply the biology of aging. The National Kidney Foundation explains this clearly, and again, I will leave the source below so you can look it up. So if your number is lower than it used to be, it does not automatically mean something is wrong. It means your filtration system may need more support. And that is exactly why understanding this number matters. GFR is not just a statistic on your lab report. It reflects how well your kidneys handle blood pressure, changes, hydration, inflammation, and daily metabolic waste. Now that we understand what GFR is and how it naturally shifts over time, it is much easier to see why certain habits help and why others quietly push that number down. And that brings us to something important. GFR does not drop for just one reason. There are several everyday factors that slowly chip away at your filtration rate, often without you realizing it. Let's talk about those next. Now that we understand what GFR actually measures, it becomes much easier to see why this number drops over time. And the truth is, most people are not losing GFR because of one single cause. It is usually a combination of everyday factors that quietly add pressure to the kidneys year after year. One of the biggest influences is age. After around 40, our filtration rate naturally declines by about 1 point each year. That does not mean your kidneys are failing. It simply reflects the normal aging process. I already left the source link in the comments section for you to check. Diet is another major factor. When we rely on high-sodium foods, processed meals, or excessive added sugars, the kidneys have to work harder to manage blood pressure and metabolic waste. Over time, that strain shows up in the GFR number. Many people fall into this pattern without realizing how hard these foods push their filtration system. Stress also plays a bigger role than most people think. When stress hormones stay high for too long, blood pressure rises, inflammation increases, and the delicate vessels inside the kidneys can become overworked. I will leave the scientific reference in the comments so you can look into it further. Then we have lifestyle patterns. Sitting for long periods, not drinking enough water throughout the day, or constantly relying on convenience foods all slowly chip away at kidney function. And if someone already has conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, those underlying issues can accelerate the drop in GFR even more. The point is this: your GFR usually does not fall overnight. It declines gradually because of daily choices and daily pressures. And once you understand those pressures, you can reverse course. You can remove the stressors and start rebuilding healthier patterns. And that brings us to the part most people are waiting for: the practical steps. The natural strategies that support your kidneys and help protect your filtration rate without relying on supplements or drastic changes. Let's go there next. Drinking enough water is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to support your kidneys. When your body is well hydrated, your kidneys can filter waste more efficiently and keep your GFR from dropping too quickly. Even the National Kidney Foundation emphasizes the role of proper hydration in maintaining healthy filtration. I already left the source link in the comments section so you can check it yourself. Water works because it keeps your blood volume steady. When you are dehydrated, your blood becomes more concentrated, which forces your kidneys to work harder to remove waste. Over time, that extra strain can lower your GFR. Staying hydrated also helps regulate blood pressure, which is one of the biggest factors affecting kidney health. But like anything, too much can be a problem. Drinking excessive amounts of water in a short time can cause swelling or electrolyte imbalances, especially for people with advanced kidney disease or heart issues. If you have been told to limit fluids, always follow your doctor's guidance. For most healthy older adults, a steady goal of around 8 cups or roughly 2 liters of water per day is a good place to start. Sip throughout the day instead of drinking everything at once. If you do not enjoy plain water, add a few slices of lemon or cucumber to make it more refreshing. Using a marked bottle can help you track your intake and stay consistent. You can also switch things up with mild herbal options. Warm lemon water in the morning or chilled cucumber water in the afternoon can make hydration feel easier and more enjoyable. These variations help you drink more without relying on sugary beverages that can strain your kidneys. If you take medications that affect sodium or fluid balance, speak with your doctor before increasing your water intake. Safety always comes first. By the way, I am Dr. Matthias from Kidney Health 365. If you find this helpful, consider liking this video and subscribing for more kidney-friendly guidance. Now that we have covered hydration, let's move into another key habit that has an even bigger impact on your GFR and daily kidney function. Eating in a kidney-friendly way is one of the most powerful lifestyle choices you can make. A clean, balanced diet gives your kidneys less waste to process and helps your GFR stay steadier over time. Whole foods support your filtration system, protect blood vessels, and reduce inflammation. I already left the source link in the comments so you can look into the science behind these recommendations. The reason this works is simple. Fruits and vegetables provide antioxidants that calm inflammation in the kidneys. Lean proteins create less metabolic waste than processed meats. Whole grains release energy, slowly keeping blood sugar stable. And when your blood sugar and blood pressure stay steady, your kidneys do not have to work overtime. Minerals like magnesium and fiber, found in whole foods, support those healthy rhythms. But there are limits. Too much salt can increase blood pressure and strain kidney filters. Overloading on high potassium foods can be risky for anyone with already reduced kidney function. And processed meats contain preservatives that create extra work for your filtration system. For anyone with chronic kidney disease, it is always best to review your diet plan with your doctor or dietitian. A simple way to start is building your plate around fresh produce, lean protein like chicken, or fish and whole grains such as brown rice or oats. Aim for meals that are colorful and minimally processed. Use herbs like garlic, rosemary, or turmeric instead of relying on salt for flavor. When shopping, check labels for sodium and added sugars. If you want a variation, try swapping a sugary snack for a handful of berries. They are rich in antioxidants and gentle on your kidneys. Or replace a salty processed meal with a homemade vegetable soup using low-sodium broth. These small changes make a big difference. If you have never tried eating this way, comment 0. And if you already follow a kidney-friendly diet, comment 1, so I know who is on this journey with me. Up next, we are going to talk about something many people overlook even when they eat well. It has a direct impact on your filtration rate and plays a huge role in long-term kidney protection. Let's move on. Keeping your blood sugar steady is one of the most important steps you can take to protect your kidneys. When your glucose levels stay balanced, the small blood vessels inside your kidneys remain stronger and less inflamed. Over time, that helps your GFR stay higher. I already left the source link in the comments so you can check the science behind how blood sugar affects kidney filtration. Here is why this matters. When blood sugar spikes, it damages the tiny filters in your kidneys. These filters are delicate, and repeated spikes make them stiff and less able to do their job. High glucose also raises inflammation and blood pressure, which puts even more stress on your filtration system. There are a few risks to keep in mind. Eating too many refined carbohydrates, sugary snacks, or sweet drinks can send your glucose soaring. People with diabetes or prediabetes need to be especially careful because their kidneys face more strain from every spike. If you take medication that lowers blood sugar, talk with your doctor before making major dietary changes. A helpful starting point is choosing complex carbs like oats, whole grain bread, or quinoa. Pair these foods with fiber-rich options like beans or vegetables to slow the rise in glucose. Eating smaller, balanced meals throughout the day can also keep energy steady. Avoid skipping meals, which often leads to overeating later. If you want variations, try replacing dessert with a bowl of strawberries or blueberries. Or swap a sugary breakfast cereal for a warm bowl of oatmeal topped with cinnamon. Both options support healthier blood sugar levels and are easier on your kidneys. If you have never tracked your blood sugar before, comment 0. If you already watch your glucose or follow a diabetic-friendly lifestyle, comment 1 so I know where you are starting. Gentle, consistent movement does more for your kidneys than most people realize. Regular exercise keeps your blood pressure stable, improves circulation, and helps your kidneys filter more efficiently. Even light activity can support your GFR over time. I already left the source link in the comments so you can explore the research behind physical activity and kidney health. Here is the science. When you move your body, your blood vessels relax and open up. This improves blood flow to your kidneys, giving them the oxygen and nutrients they need to function well. Exercise also helps balance hormones and reduce inflammation, both of which protect your filtration system. But there are limits. Over-exercising or pushing too hard can raise stress hormones and cause dehydration, which may temporarily lower kidney function. People with heart or lung conditions should talk to their doctor before starting a new routine. A simple way to begin is with a daily walk. 20 to 30 minutes most days of the week is enough to make a difference. If walking is difficult, try chair exercises, gentle stretching, or low-impact options like swimming or cycling. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Keep a water bottle with you and sip regularly. For variations, try adding light yoga to support flexibility and reduce tension. Or join a senior-friendly fitness class at your local community center for motivation. Both approaches keep movement enjoyable and sustainable. If you already take daily walks or stay active, comment 1 so I can see how many of you are building healthy habits. Now let's talk about another hidden influence on GFR. It is something you cannot see, but your kidneys feel it every single day. Managing stress is one of the most overlooked ways to protect your kidneys. When your stress levels stay low, your blood pressure stays steadier and your kidneys can filter without unnecessary strain. Reducing stress helps your GFR stay stable over time. I already left the source link in the comments if you want to review how stress hormones affect kidney health. Here is why this works. When your body is under stress, it releases cortisol. High cortisol raises blood pressure, disrupts blood sugar, and increases inflammation. All of these make it harder for your kidneys to keep up with filtration. Over months and years, that stress can gradually lower your GFR. There are a few risks if stress is ignored. Chronic tension can lead to poor sleep, higher blood pressure, and unhealthy eating choices. People with existing kidney or heart conditions may feel the effects more quickly. Stress itself is not a disease, but it adds fuel to the fire. A good starting point is setting aside 10 minutes each day to breathe deeply, read something calming, or step outside for a short walk. Keeping a simple routine trains your body to relax more easily. Limiting news or screens before bedtime can also make a big difference. For variations, try gentle stretching or guided meditation. You can also keep a gratitude journal to shift your focus away from tension. These small habits help calm your nervous system and support kidney function. If you already use relaxation techniques or mindfulness, comment 1 so I know how many of you are building resilience. Next, we will look at a factor many people forget to check, but it has a direct impact on how well your kidneys can filter every single day. Quitting smoking and cutting back on alcohol are two of the strongest choices you can make to protect your kidneys. When you reduce these habits, you help your blood vessels relax, improve circulation, and reduce the burden on your filtration system. I already left the source link in the comments so you can review how smoking and alcohol affect kidney health. Here is why this matters. Smoking narrows blood vessels, including the tiny ones inside your kidneys. Narrow vessels mean less oxygen and nutrients reach the filters. Over time, this slows down your GFR. Alcohol, especially in large amounts, dehydrates your body and increases blood pressure, both of which make the kidneys work harder. Even occasional heavy drinking can lead to temporary decreases in kidney function. There are risks to consider. Quitting smoking too quickly without support can lead to withdrawal symptoms. Drinking alcohol on an empty stomach increases dehydration. People with chronic kidney disease or liver issues need to be extremely careful as both organs process toxins. A practical way to start is reducing cigarettes gradually if quitting cold turkey feels overwhelming. Replace smoking breaks with short walks or deep breathing. For alcohol, limit yourself to 1 drink on special occasions and drink water before and after. Choose lighter options like sparkling water with lemon to make social events easier. For variations, try herbal teas in the evening instead of wine. Or join a smoke-free support group for accountability. Both options protect your kidneys while helping you build stronger habits. If you already quit smoking or reduced alcohol, comment 1 so I can cheer you on. Let's move to another area that many people overlook even when they are careful with their lifestyle. Being mindful of the medications you take is crucial for long-term kidney protection. Some over-the-counter drugs can strain your kidneys if used too often. Knowing what to avoid helps keep your GFR more stable. I already left the source link in the comments so you can explore how certain medications impact kidney function. Here's why this matters. Pain relievers like ibuprofen, naproxen, and aspirin can reduce blood flow to the kidneys when taken too frequently. When blood flow drops, your filtration rate slows. Other medications, including some antibiotics and herbal supplements, may also place extra stress on your kidneys because they are processed through the same filtration pathways. There are important risks. Using these medications daily without medical supervision can lead to long-term kidney strain. People with high blood pressure, diabetes, or existing kidney disease are more vulnerable because their filtration system is already under pressure. Always talk with your doctor if you rely on pain relievers often. A good approach is using these medications only when truly needed. Try non-drug options like warm compresses, stretching, or gentle massage for mild discomfort. When you do use over-the-counter medication, follow the recommended dose and avoid combining multiple products at once. Read labels carefully to check for hidden sides. For variations, consider switching to acetaminophen for short-term pain relief if your doctor approves. Or try anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric or ginger to help manage soreness naturally. Both reduce the need for medication and support kidney health. Now, let's look at something simple but incredibly powerful. Your kidneys feel the effects of this every single night. Getting enough quality sleep is one of the most underrated ways to protect your kidneys. Rest allows your body to lower inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, and restore the filtration system. When you sleep well, your GFR has a better chance of staying steady. I already left the source link in the comments so you can read more about how sleep impacts kidney health. Here's the science behind it. While you sleep, your blood vessels relax and your nervous system calms down. This helps lower stress hormones like cortisol. Lower cortisol means less strain on the kidneys. Poor sleep, on the other hand, increases inflammation and raises blood pressure, both of which directly affect filtration. There are a few risks. Going to bed too late, waking up often, or relying on screens before bedtime can disrupt your sleep cycle. People with sleep apnea or chronic insomnia may need medical support. Lack of sleep over many years can quietly push GFR downward. A simple way to start is setting a consistent bedtime and creating a calming routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, 1 hour before bed, and enjoy a warm, caffeine-free drink like chamomile tea. Keep your bedroom cool and quiet to help your body relax more quickly. For variations, try gentle stretching before bed or soft background music. Both help calm the mind and prepare your body for deeper rest. If you have never focused on sleep quality before, comment 0. If you already have a nighttime routine that helps you rest well, comment 1, so I know how many of you are taking this seriously. Now that we have covered hydration, diet, blood sugar movement, stress habits, and sleep, it is time to bring everything together. In the next section, we will wrap up the key lessons and show you how small, consistent changes can protect your kidneys for years to come. We have covered a lot today, so let me bring it all together. Your GFR reflects how well your kidneys filter waste, and the habits you build each day matter more than any quick fix. Drinking enough water, eating whole foods, keeping your blood sugar stable, staying active, reducing stress, avoiding smoking and excess alcohol, being mindful with medications, and getting good sleep all work together to protect your filtration system. Small steps, practiced consistently, make the biggest difference. And here's why taking action now is so important. Kidney problems often progress quietly. Most people do not feel symptoms until significant damage has already occurred. That is why starting today matters. Even small improvements made now can protect your kidneys years down the road. But I want you to leave this video feeling hopeful. You are not powerless. Your daily choices can support your kidneys in ways medication alone cannot. You do not need perfection. You just need consistency. Every glass of water, every balanced meal, every peaceful night of sleep pushes your GFR in the right direction. If you want a simple next step, pick one habit from today's list and start it tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe it is drinking more water. Maybe it is taking a 10-minute walk. Maybe it is reducing sodium at your next meal. Choose one and build from there. Small actions build strong kidneys. Remember, this video is for education only. It is not medical advice and cannot replace guidance from your doctor. Always talk with your healthcare provider before making big changes, especially if you have chronic kidney disease or other health conditions. If today's content helped you, I would love for you to subscribe to Kidney Health 365 and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And if you want to keep learning, the next video I recommend is called How to Improve GFR Fast, backed by real science. I will see you there.